this is MC again from SLE Canada. SLE stands for Study, Leave, Explore Canada. So we're a group of international students and we're helping future students to get their permit or give them some idea how to settle here in Canada and just a general idea on how to explore the country. It's just amazing that our community is growing. So today I'm going to talk about how would you choose the right school for you and the right program as well. So I already made a video about choosing your school, how to apply, how to complete your requirements for student permit, and how would you like it. Take a really quick guide for international students, but that is only like an overview of everything. So today we're gonna talk about just about how to get your program and how would you find a school or which one is the best school. This is really depends on you, but I'll tell you my experiences as well. Okay, so let's just start it. So the first thing that you have to do is take your English exam. So most of the schools or colleges or universities here in Canada, they require international students to have an English exam. So it's either you have IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, or I think they have this English exam in their school as well. So you can double check with the admission officer, do they require an English exam? So first thing, how much score do they require? Mostly they do require at least 6, not lower than 5.5. 6 overall score, not lower than 5.5. Okay, so that's the English exam. Let's say you didn't reach that score. Let's say you got 5.5 in one overall. Then there is a solution for that, because there are some schools in Canada that doesn't require you to have an English exam. Let's say in my case, I went to NSCC without an English exam. So what I did, I asked the admission officer, can I use my diploma or my credentials from the Philippines, because I studied for 5 years in the Philippines and I also work abroad like in Dubai for years, so maybe I could use that. And then they said, yeah, sure. And then after that, I submitted a letter that stating that English is the medium of instruction in my school in the Philippines. So that letter was issued by my school in the Philippines. So that will work because it worked for me, which is luckily I didn't spend extra money for the IELTS, right? So what if they say no, we don't accept that, then that's the time you're gonna take the English exam. Okay, so always ask first. If it doesn't work, then that's the time you have to get an English exam. Okay, so that's number one for choosing your school. So look how much IELTS or what is the score, the minimum score that they require, or do they require an English exam. So that's number one. Number two, double check if the school is public funded or private. So this one I want to be clear because this is really important. I suggest you go with public funded school. You know why? Because with private school, mostly private schools are not eligible for post-graduation work permit. So post-graduation work permit is an open working permit designed for international students of Canada. That is your golden ticket to get your permanent residency. So let's say you went to this private school and at the end of the program, you're not getting the post-graduation permit. That's really terrible. Like, I will feel bad because I wasted my time, I invested my money, and then at the end, I'm not getting my post-graduation permit. So you want to avoid that situation. You don't want to be in that situation. So make sure you go with public funded. Yes, they are expensive if you compare it with private school, but there is a reason why a lot of students invested more money with public funded, because of the post-graduation work permit. So you have to be aware of that. So that's number 2. School should be public funded. Number 3, okay, program. For program, it's really important as well, because this is something that you're gonna do for the next 10 years. Okay, what I'm saying is that you're not studying here just to immigrate. You're studying because you also want to invest something to yourself. That program is not just for immigration, it is for you. That is something that you're gonna do for the next 10 years. That is something that you have to like, you have to embrace. I just want to reiterate, I want to highlight this, that don't choose a program that is something that you don't want to do, because that's a total waste of time and money. So choose a program that you like, choose a program that will upgrade your skills, choose a program that will make some money. Don't choose a program that you can't find work or jobs, right? This is my advice. Look at the in-demand skills here in Canada and choose which one is your bet. Okay, I want to be a welder, then get a welding program, right? So that is something that you want to do. That is something that will make some money. And also welding is something that will help you to immigrate. So choose a program that will also help you to easily immigrate here. So that's for the program. And one more example for the program will be, the best example is if you're a nurse. Okay, you're a nurse in the Philippines, right? You want to immigrate here. You cannot be a nurse right away here in Canada. You have to upgrade your education. Even if you're from the US or from whatever country, you have to study here again. Because our education in the Philippines, it's not the same level. It's not it's not equivalent. So that's why I'm suggesting, if you're a nurse, look for the right program for you. If you still want to be a nurse here, look for something that will help you to get your license to be a registered nurse here in Canada. So that's my best example as well, because that will save you a lot of headache, a lot of money. That's very important. Choose the right program. Okay, number 4. For number 4 will be your program cost. For the program cost, it varies where you are. Let's say if you're in Toronto, don't expect that you're gonna pay less than 10,000. There's none. Toronto is very expensive. So expect that your cost of living, your tuition fee will be really high compared with other provinces. BC, yes, you have a good weather, you have a really nice weather, but expect that you're gonna pay more tuition fee. It's gonna be hard for you to find a school. I think there's one school that I know that has a low tuition fee, but I don't know, maybe you can double check that. I think that's Northern Lights College in BC, but keep in mind that cost of living here in BC is quite expensive. Okay, there's another option for that. Supposing you want to go to Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia is good. I studied there. I studied business administration, accounting, and my program was only 10,500. That was one of the lowest tuition fee here in Canada. I want to be in New Brunswick that time, New Brunswick Community College, but that was it has a waiting list and I don't have the time to wait, so I look for another school, which is I found one in Nova Scotia, which is the Nova Scotia Community College. So they have low tuition fee cost, and I did not take my English exam. That was 2017. I think they changed that recently, and they changed the tuition fee structure as well. So you always have to double check with admission officer how much the tuition fee, because it also change every year. So that's for the program cost. And lastly will be your location. Location per se is it easy to immigrate to that province? Let's say I'm in Nova Scotia, I study in Nova Scotia. Would that benefit me after school? Yes, because Nova Scotia is one of the Atlantic provinces. They have this Atlantic pilot program where they have unique program designed for international students of Nova Scotia. It's easy to immigrate to Nova Scotia or any Atlantic provinces. So because of the English as well, that's one factor. But my only advice, you can immigrate anywhere in Canada as long as you have, like, you can immigrate to Ontario or in BC or in Alberta, like those provinces, like with like fully dense population. You can also immigrate there, but make sure that you can speak English fluently. You need to have at least CLB 7 or 9. If you can get that, then you don't have to stay in Nova Scotia. You don't have to stay in New Brunswick. You can just go to BC or go to Alberta after school. You have an open work permit. You're not limited to a certain province. Like in my case, I studied in Nova Scotia, but I still went to Toronto. And now I'm on Vancouver Island. You know, it's really up to you. I did not rely on how easy to immigrate. I rely on where I want to be, where I could make more money, I guess. But no, where I could find my passion, or because we want to drive away, want to see Canada, so we drove from Nova Scotia to Vancouver Island. So that was a unique experience for us. So you're not bound to be in Atlantic provinces. So if you know that you can immigrate to Ontario, move to Ontario after school. So you can think about that later after school. But what I'm saying right now is choose a program. Choose the right program, choose the right location for you. Like, assess yourself. Can I have like super high English? Then if not, stay in Nova Scotia. You don't have to go to Ontario. You don't have, like, that's the best option right now. I would recommend students to go to Atlantic provinces. And one more thing, when choosing the program, consider the land. Okay, in my case, I did 2 years. I did it in, it was an accelerated program. I did it in 16 months, but it's actually 2 years. So choose the right duration for you. Like in my case, I have money to pay for a 2-year program, so I did 2 years. But if you don't have enough money, or your budget is limited, then have 1-year program. Let's say you took it in Ontario. I have this friend who took a program in Ontario, and he moved to Nova Scotia to get his permanent residency. So now he's currently working on that. So it's feasible. If you have a 1-year program, it's feasible to immigrate. It's just really depend how good you are in speaking English, how good you are, how good is your what do you call this, your resume. Like, do you have qualifications? Is it easy to get a job? If you see your qualification and you see that I think I don't fit here in Ontario, then go to Nova Scotia. There's no harm moving to another province. I will suggest that. So anyways, that's it for today. So I hope I gave you some great ideas on how to choose your school, how to choose your program, and which province is the best for you. So again, if this video is not enough for you, and also I have some good resources. If you want to look for schools, I have it in my website. The link is below, and you just have to go there and choose the right province, and you can check every school. Like, you can check every province before you decide. Check every province before you decide which school or which program you're gonna take. So if this video is not enough, let's say, and my study guide in my website is still not enough, then I would suggest I have a mentorship program going on right now. If you're interested, you're free to register. Go to the link that I have here in this channel. So go to that link, register, and we'll start from there. So mentorship program, we're not here to be like a consultant or to be an agent. We're here to coach you, to direct you and support you through the process, through choosing your school, through choosing the right program for you. We're just helping you to decide. We're just mentors. So that's for the mentorship program. So if you're interested, just go to my website. So that's it for today. I hope you having a good time, and we'll see you again next time, and I'll have another video next week. Bye.